Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday of the first week of the course, and something new that you've probably noticed if you've logged on before into the course is that the home page has changed. The home page being that page that you land on first when you enter the course, and we're now going to be switching over from the general course overview where you kind of get a little snapshot of the course to this news and update section, and will remain this way all the way through the end of the course. Now, what I would like you to do, and really the purpose of this area is to keep you informed about changes or any updates or, really anything relevant with the course in an active, kind of a dynamic fashion. So you'll find, weekly videos in here that I may shoot. So it's really a way for us to kind of connect, or for me to answer questions that you may have or bring things to your attention. And if we do any changes in the course, which I normally do almost with every course, we make some tweaks, changes based on that unique group of learners. So it's really to your advantage to make sure that you watch all the videos that are in here, that you look at every little news blurb that I put in the section. It could save you some work potentially if we eliminate an assignment or change an assignment or clarify something. So definitely take time to review all the information here before you click in the modules and start doing your work. All right, so a couple things I want to do in this video is to bring your attention to something as we go through the course. You have these learning activities. Well, let's jump into one of them right now. So I've gotten some questions over the past couple of days about some of the learning activities, or this week's learning activity. And what I've done is I've posted a video below, a little bit older video, but I think addresses those questions. So take a look at that. So that may help you with this week's learning activity. And you're going to find homework help in every area going forward. You're going to see some help there. So make sure you are looking at the homework help that'll be located within the modules. But this week I got a quick video that I wanted to bring back to you that may help you for this week's learning activity. One of the most important things that I want you to notice, let's jump into the modules here, about the learning activities, and there's always a few students that get it wrong, but I really want you to get this right, so because it can make your life usually a lot easier. All right, so let's take a look at this week. We have a learning activity, fancy word for homework. Okay, so your homework this week is, if you read here, please address the following problems, not questions, starting on page so-and-so, and we've got 9.1, 9.4, all. If it's got an A, B, or C, do all of them. Or if I just want you to do A and C, I'll say that in there. So just, you see all, you got to answer all components of the question or the problem. But it says, please address the following problems, not questions, starting on page 340. And again, 9.1, 9.4, 9.6. All right, here is one of the most important things to remember with these learning activities is that in the back, as you reach the end of the chapter, you'll notice that you'll find the questions back there. Okay, so get your textbooks out. Bear with me here because there's usually a group of students every class, every semester that do the wrong problems or questions. And here's why. There is a part of this textbook that's very confusing at the end. It does take a little bit of attention as far as to how the author has constructed it. For example, I picked up page, just at random here, page 386, and you'll notice, we can get the camera to see that. See that? You got question sets and you got problem sets. Also know that they have the same exact numbers. Okay, so question 10.1 and you got a problem 10.1. They're different. They are very different. So make sure if I say do a question and I give you a number, you do it from the question set. Or if you get a problem, you do it from the problem set. In general, the questions tend to be more narrative. The problems tend to be more mathy. Okay, so hopefully that helps. So I really hope that you've seen that, but usually 4 or 5 students every semester end up doing the wrong set. And it's usually the harder ones. They spend hours and hours on these questions or the problems that I didn't want them to do. Let's take a look at another example here. Again, this week is pretty simple because it's only you're only choosing problems, okay? But I think when we go to, let me pick another module here where you can see I go to both areas. And let's see, I think in part 3, I think we're doing some stuff like that. Learning activity. Yes. So here you can see I want you to do a couple of the questions, 11.3, 11.4, and then the problem, 11.1. Again, you've seen the difference. You've now seen where they're located in the back of the book. There's both a problem set and question set. Just be careful. Make sure you get that right. It definitely can make it, it should make it easier for you. Usually the ones that I pick are the ones that really, hit the material that we've emphasized throughout the week. So here's a couple more, ideas for success on these learning activities. I really have meant them not to be too terribly difficult. One, if I put any kind of homework help or, tutorials out there, make sure you watch those before attempting them. The other thing to do, any of the videos that I have throughout the week, usually, not always, but almost always, accompany a specific problem. So it's almost like a problem walkthrough, if you will. Okay, so do watch the videos. I'll give you techniques and shortcuts. I'll say, for example, this too, that every year, and I run this course probably 4 times a year, there's always a group of students who do not watch the videos. It ends up being kind of clear to me because they do everything by longhand. It's incredibly hard. And I look at it and I go, wow, I'm really impressed. It probably took you 6 hours to do this, when it could have been done in maybe 45 minutes, the whole thing. Because in many of the videos, what I'll do is I'll go through some of the longhand stuff, but then I'll say, all right, you got the longhand stuff. You got a general idea. Let's look at the calculator and how we're going to do it. Okay. And the calculator, you're just keying in some numbers, pressing a button. It's doing it for you. So please, watch those videos. They're going to show you how to do it. And with the homework, one of the things I'll address in an older video that I'll post down below this one is, I often say, show your work. Well, if you're using a calculator, how do you show your work? And the calculators that we're using about 3 different websites in this course. But just do a screen grab. Do a screenshot. If you don't know how to do it, Google it. You can figure it out. You can do it both on Mac and PC. Super easy to do. Just take a screenshot of that, and then you're going to put that in your document, in your Word doc. Easy. You can take a question, or let's say take a problem, usually math-oriented, that if you were doing it long-handed, looking at some of these questions here, would probably take 30 minutes. In this case, with a calculator and a screenshot, playing around, even if you got the wrong answer a couple times, the calculator would kind of indicate that. You go, wait, that doesn't make sense. Let me play around. Even allowing some trial and error on the calculator might take you 5 minutes. So definitely do that to your advantage, but I do need you to capture that screenshot. So I know that one, you've used the website, the calculator website that I've recommended. If you find another one out there, that's perfectly fine too. But that shows me really that you understood how to set the problem up, and that's what I need to know. And usually get you the correct answer in that case too. But even if you did the setup a little bit wrong and got the wrong answer, at least if I saw the process there through that screenshot, in most cases you're going to get a significant amount of points awarded for that particular question. All right, so that's I'll get off my soapbox here, but again, every semester, every time we run this course, there's always a group of students who kind of mess up that question and problem area at the end of each chapter and for the learning activities. All right, so hopefully that helps. Again, the other things to remember here, make sure you're watching all the videos, news, updates that are happening in this particular landing page. And check out this week's little video I shot, a little over 1.5 years ago, but about the learning activity for this week. Might help reduce some of the frustrations in completing those assignments. I mean them not to be frustrating, but really just to emphasize the materials that we've covered throughout the course. All right, guys, hope everybody continues to have a fantastic week, and I'll check in with you next week. Thanks.